Hi, Toy Tractor Times fans. I'm at the 2020 National Farm Toy Show in Dyersville, Iowa. I'm with a fan favorite of farm displayers, Chris Steeb. Chris, you've been working on this display that's here at the show for many years. It started in 2013 with your first Red Langs, Oklahoma cattle yard and auction, and you've always talked about building a town, and now that town is coming to fruition as we look over here with a variety of buildings and ag-related items. So thank you for bringing this out to the show. You play second, very exciting. Yep. We're going to do, this is going to be a thorough, in-depth video. I'm going to put a link in the description below this one if you want to watch just the general walk around of the display and don't get into all the details. We've got that one, but this one's going to tell you all about it. So I guess we'll get started here.
Yeah. So the first building we're going to be covering here is a meat locker or butcher shop, depending on your part of the country. This one's near and dear to my heart because my family, as you can see here by the little lard can that I'm carrying, my family did actually have a butcher shop for several years. And as much as farm toys and such, family's always been important to me. So I wanted to do something that had my family. So we did name, our butcher shop unfortunately was older and did not look like this, but I wanted to, just have one. Simple.
So Steeb Quality Meats and the Sausage House.
Sausage House, yeah, because we were actually well known for the sausage that we made as well.
My local John Deere dealer's lawn and garden center was called the Hardware House.
Hardware House, okay, yeah, just German for house. So we start, basically it's just start up the driveway. The place, like I said, they do butcher of your own steers and stuff like that, but they do some direct sales off their meat counter.
You see a shopping cart there. It looks like someone's having a big cookout.
Yeah, they would probably be actually a farmer that actually had one of, as much as in there, probably had his whole steer or hog butchered, and he's carrying that all the way. But you have some women that were out there and such that are here just to pick up maybe a couple steaks for the night. One little neat detail here is they do have, I call them parade floats, but the fiberglass type cows that you see, like Michigan Milk Producers has one that they bring around to the fairs and such, and it does have interchangeable signs. Right now I've got a sign on it that reads about remember to buy your holiday hams, turkeys, and prime ribs or whatever, but I can change that out for my Model Farm Mondays to say, congratulations to, Tim and Melissa on their wedding, just to have some fun with.
Sure.
There we've got they also do some catering. They are roasting a hog, and they're also hooked on to their other reefer truck with their mobile kitchen to go out somewhere and do cater somebody's wedding or something. I never quite came with that line. The place also does have 3 of their own refrigerated delivery trucks. They do deliver to some of the local grocery stores and such like that. Over here is so that would be the finished product loadout. This would be where the extras and unfortunately, lack of better terms, the offal or the guts and hide and such go into that tub, but it also gives them another dock for additional semis for loadout as well.
There's a lot of detail here.
There is. I mean,
it's well thought out.
Once again, I've got right down to it has standby generator to keep the refrigerators running and freezers running if we lose power, which we do.
See, this is things I was already moving on to the next thing, and I missed that.
The power meters are there. All the dumpsters are there. I mean,
got the AC,
all
and
the AC
HVAC.
and the HVAC and refrigerator and heater, even right down to the satellite dish so that you can watch a ball game on TV. A lot of little detail parts are available from Justin's Displays, from Farm Factor 3D, and another good one we just found that is Bearcat 3D, which can be found on Facebook. It's all little detail that's available that just gives it that next touch that makes it more realistic.
We got our Chippewa trailer here, kind of refrigerated storage off the back loading dock.
They have, like I said, they have an old semi-trailer that's kept around specifically, mostly around deer season or holiday season, where they have just extra cold storage for the mass number of turkeys you need at Thanksgiving. Comes around to the back to the meat market itself does own their own stock trailer, large semi-stock trailer to pick up a whole herd from auction when they get a good price for the slaughter.
And it says, "Hey Cowboy" on the back here.
Yeah, it's actually an old weathered-in Dr. Pepper sign.
Nice.
Because if you can see from the side, let's swing back around here, Jason. The concept we went with this is that the old meat locker would have been smaller before the community got bigger. This is the old concrete block part.
Okay.
The little sales part would have been here, but then they did grow on and add a larger butchering floor and the direct retail sales, which was also part of the USDA's requirement for the more health-conscious style of direct sales.
Lots of detail.
We spin around to this would be where The other semis there's semi loadout. Lockwood Angus, Sean Lockwood did me this beautiful little pin. It does have some small holding pins for if they're not ready for and the farmer dropped off some hogs, or a couple. These are old heifers that are here to get butchered out. And then obviously a local farmer did drop off, a farmer rancher did drop off, must have dropped off a couple head of his own to be butchered. We got simple things as like I said, that they do direct, so they do soda and beer and hamburger bun sales and stuff. So a delivery man is there, to show off some of the details in the parking lot. I do Oklahoma, so one of the things News Channel 9 and all the news channels have is Storm Chasers. That one is loosely based after Val Castor's old truck. He has a new truck now, but Tony Dixon did me that one. Like I said, it's just another Oklahoma touch to show.
Also, just in the parking lot, we've got the handicap spot.
Yeah, I did all my handicap spots. They've all got, like I said, they're all marked the way they're supposed to.
Propane sales.
Correct, propane sales for the little tanks for if you've got one for your grill.
And tell me about, I know we're going to be looking for these at each of the places here. Tell me about this barrel here with the yellow top.
The barrel is the local FFA in our area where my friends are mostly out of in Oklahoma, did a can drive. Because we don't, unlike some parts of the country, there's no deposit on our cans, but the aluminum's worth something. So they put those 55-gallon barrels out, and you just deposit your cans there, and then they actually recycle it for additional money.
Okay.
And like I said, so it says right on the front of the barrel, FFA can drive. Just some little neat detail that I thought would be fun.
And other neat details are you've got the telephone boxes here down the side of the highway.
That's something, like I said, as everybody
gas line.
By now I put all the phone and utilities in as a shout out to my lovely wife because she does work for the phone company. So, and they are specifically 500 foot apart, just like they would be in real life. But yeah, all the utilities are here. The gas is, like I said, all the natural gas is in the display. All the water lines, the manhole covers that go into the water lines. Just something, like I said, it's something that you don't think of on a display, but you see every day in real life, and it adds that.
And you just don't think about them, but they're there.
Yep.
So we've got the meat market covered, and just nice trees too. Just looking at the trees in between the businesses.
Yeah, those are, like I said, the ones that I built myself mostly out of sagebrush armatures that Barta of Barta Cattle, Zach Barta was able to give me the armatures, and I made them into trees. It's nice to actually have the ability to make some larger trees that are more to our scale.
So one thing that I noticed too is you've got the railroad crossing sign, and we zip up here, we see Route 51, and then the railroad mark on there. So I guess we have other things to look forward to.
We do. The display will, to my wife's nightmare, continue to grow. The town of Redlands will exist, at least in 164th.
Well, that's pretty good. Well, we're going to cut this section off. We've looked at the meat market, and we've got a lot of other businesses to look at. So we'll conclude this video, and the one to follow it will now cover the Superior Propane, and a lot of detail to go over there. So Chris, thanks for the first segment, and we'll move on to the next one.
Thanks for watching, guys.